Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Kurtzing here with a Master League video. I've got Gholdengo on the lead, Rhyperior as the safe swap, and Palkia as the closer. I have run a Gholdengo previously. I do really like Astonish. It definitely, with a new buff, has been a lot better, and it actually does really well against a lot of the Pokemon that you're seeing, at least I'm seeing, in Master League right now. So I do shield up a Moonblast there. I would have thought they'd go for close combat, but that's fine. They let the Shadow Ball go through, and I'm able to completely farm down there. So I'm down a shield, but in a fairly decent spot. They bring in a Groundon, and I go for a Focus Blast here. I am going to look to get out of here before they throw the Precipice Blades, which I'm going to guess is coming through right now. Gonna let it go. I'm actually going to shield it up. Never mind. There we go. Super effective. Probably would have actually one-shot. Gonna go for a Breaking Swipe, looking to try to drop their attack. They do shield. Yeah, they shielded that, and I do get the attack drop. Gonna go for another Breaking Swipe here. This isn't going to do much damage, but potentially drop their attack again. And if they don't throw, I was going to say, if they don't throw, it's only another Mud Slap or two away from taking them out. They throw another Precipice Blades, and I come back in with Gholdengo. They switch right away into Exertree. So not your most typical team here. That's pretty spicy, that Exertree there. Don't see that very often. Discharge comes through and actually does a large amount of damage. Gonna jump right into the Palkia here. Want to try to farm this down before it gets to another move, but they do manage to get a discharge off. So I'm gonna just save that Aqua Tail, throw it at the Groudon, and that'll be it for that. Good match there. I do manage to go 5-0 with this team in this set. Don't think it's like, again, I don't think it's a great team for climbing. As you can see there, Ho-Ho on the lead destroys Gholdengo. So I do switch into Rhyperior right away, and they bring in a Palkia. I'm going to go for Rock Blast or Rock Wrecker. They let that go through. That actually puts me in a fairly good position here because I can shield. I'd like to think that I could shield and farm down at this point, but I'm not sure. Yeah, actually, totally able to farm down before they get to another move. So commit that one shield and then take the Palkia out. They don't want to bring in the Ho-Ho again. Gonna go for Breaking Swipe, looking for a shield, basically, and maybe drop their attack. Do snag the shield, do not get the attack drop, so I'm going to go for another Breaking Swipe here right away, see if I can get that next shield. If they no shield, Rock Wrecker would have been the way, but they do shield up, so that's totally okay. Another no attack drop. So I will get taken out here quite easily if I let this go through, which I do. I do have Gholdengo in the back, which is going to be super effective against the Mewtwo, and then I've got Dialga or Palkia in the back, which should fairly easily handle Ho-Ho. Especially, I think I have a shield, so I can shield a potential Brave Bird. Go for the Aqua Tail, and that connects, obviously. And I do shield up the Brave Bird here. You do live a Brave Bird, but it would have done a fair amount of damage. Farm down with the Dragon Breath, and then they bring Mewtwo back in. They're going to have Side Strike and a Shadow. Going to do a huge amount. Whew. I do have a fairly healthy Gholdengo still, though, so if I can get this fairly low, then I'll be able to farm down. But that Aqua Tail actually takes them out. Another good match there. Into the next one. Primarina on the lead. If this is Charm, it is, so they see that it's not effective, so they switch into Snorlax, which, if I can reach that Focus Blast, super effective. I did try to switch at the last second there, because I was like, well, I might as well save this energy for the Primarina, but I got so close anyways. I was like, well, I might as well throw it, grab a shield, and then I'll duck out. And I bring in Palkia in this situation because it's completely dead against Primarina, and once I take out Snorlax, that's what's going to come in. So I didn't want to end up bringing in Rhyperior and then have them bring in something else and have me switch to try to counter that and get stuck against the Primarina anyways. So I wanted to try to basically get as low as I could with the Palkia, get some energy, and then not give them a lot of farm was my thinking there with what I did. And then I'll have Gholdengo to come back in with, and then hope that whatever they switch out here, because I'm expecting that they'll try to switch, that Rhyperior is able to beat. So worked out in that situation. Doesn't always work out like that, but that was kind of what I was aiming for there, is that I'd get rid of the Palkia knowing that the Primarina is going to beat that anyways, and then aim that I can keep alignment with Gholdengo against Primarina and Rhyperior able to beat whatever they have in the back. Shield up the Sacred Fire there. I figured I might as well use a shield, get to Rock Rocker and take this out completely, and then I will be able to get as much damage as I can off onto the Primarina with the Mud Slaps and a Breaking Swipe or something like that. They decide to throw, so I'm gonna just let this go, I believe, and then put everything on Gholdengo. I do have a shield, and I was one Astonish away from a Shadow Ball, which is gonna take them out. Have you guys all completed those battle tasks? I'm on the last page. I think well, you saw there, I'm at 70 battles, so still have a handful to go. But I should be able to complete it this time, actually. So this one, Necrozma and Gholdengo, both are doing super effective with the Necrozma has Shadow Claw. I have the Astonish. Dark Pulse would take me out, I think. They switch into a Ho-Oh, so I save my energy. I answer with Rhyperior. Gonna go straight for the Rock Rocker, no baiting. One of these battles, it might be this one, they no shield. And yeah, boom, gone. One shot. They bring in Palkia now, and this is still a fairly favorable matchup for Rhyperior, especially with some energy, because you can go for Breaking Swipes, which are super effective, potentially drops the attack, and I think I outpace slightly. But I decide to let that Aqua Tail take me out, and I'm going to bring in my own Palkia here, and throw an Aqua Tail here, kind of just looking for as much chip as I can, or grab their shield. I do manage to grab the shield, and at this point here, I think that I call that it's just an Aqua Tail. It is. I switch to try to get a little bit more farm, but I actually already have the Shadow Ball loaded. They actually switch into their Necrozma as well, probably thinking, oh no, we gotta counter this, and then take the Shadow Ball to the face, come back in, and I'm able to Astonish down. Dream Lead in this one here, hardly ever see Lugias anymore, and they've got one on the lead here. Astonish super effective against the Psychic typing. Shadow Ball also super effective, and I'm resisting the Dragon Tail. They let it go as well, which is wild. They do manage to get to a move here, and I think that I might make a bit of a mistake. I do let this go, and it's an Arrow Blast, so it does a ton of damage. And then they've got whatever that is, the Dawn Wings Necrozma in the back. Gonna go for Shadow Ball here. This would do devastating damage, but they do commit a shield. So I'm gonna bring in Rhyperior. And why did I think that was a mistake that I let that go? Oh, because Gholdengo would have had way more health had I kept it. But they go for the Moonburst thing. I'm gonna go for a Breaking Swipe here. Almost at another one. Get to them very, very, very quickly. drops their attack. One more. That Mudslap might take them out. I think that I shield this up just in case it's another Moonburst. It is just Dark Pulse. They switch right away into a Palkia. Again, I'm going to go right away for the Rock Wrecker here. No messing around. Bang, takes him like right down below my health almost. Couple Mud Slaps here. Do not have a shield, so this Aqua Tail is going to take me out. However, I should be able to farm them down now. I got a weird, like, huge chunk of damage there when I first came in, and then they just gave up. So another good match there, and that's actually the last battle. So that was the nice 5-0 set. Like I said, don't really recommend the team if you're like actively trying to climb. Also, Gholdengo is fairly hard to get. If you don't have one yet, you have to do all the coins and the gold lures and stuff like that. Yeah, gonna be in LA shortly, like 2.5, 3 days. Be down there Thursday, and really looking forward to it. Hope that I can get some really good shinies and good battles. See you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.